in tune to Agree to Disagree. Agree to Disagree on Urban Hype Radio with your hosts Superfly Forte, First Class, and DJ JT.
Yes, everybody. We are here and we're ready to get it for another week. Agree to Disagree. We are locked and loaded. First Class, where you at?
Where I always be, right here.
You gotta put some energy in their voice, man. Where you at? All
right, man.
Forte, what you saying?
In the building, man. In the building. It's a late night tonight. We got to get this energy up, but we gonna get it right.
We gonna get it.
We gonna get it. We can get it for sure. So we just want to let everybody know. It's one of those episodes we're doing. I don't want to say a special, but it's a recording that we're doing. It's
just before the regular date because somebody decided to book a flight. They decided that they're gonna fly and forget about all you guys. So we made sure that he's in the building tonight instead, so he can still take his flight and be good while we can still record an episode.
Yeah. We want to make sure we get it for our fans, man. We don't want to forget you for sure.
And in case you ain't figured out who that is, that's Superfly Forte. That's why he's staying quiet
he's
right now.
Getting on a jet plane.
That's why I'm Superfly. Can't help it.
Watch it. So, yeah, man, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some stuff tonight. And, we're just going to do our thing. What are you guys saying? How you feel about the weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
For me, my birthday passed yesterday. So I will be having a party of my own on Sunday. And other than that, I don't know what else is happening on the weekend.
Okay.
Party on Sunday, eh?
Party on Sunday.
Where's that going to be at?
It's going to be at, I can't remember what the place is called, but it's the Cabana in Pickering.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep hearing people talk about that one.
Aquarium.
Yeah, something like that. It's a weird name. I ain't talking about.
But that's where I'll be.
Well, I'll be on a beach somewhere, catch a flight Saturday morning. And, be sipping Pinots, coladas, and,
At your own cabanas.
At my own cabana, yeah.
True.
The real one, not the makeup ones, the real ones. But, I'm excited, man. What about you, JT?
For myself, I just plan to chill out. My mom just actually came back in the city, so
nice.
Just hang out with my mom, the kids. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna be at that party though. That party.
You're invited as always.
Yeah, I gotta show face. Forte. How long are you going for, man?
For a week, man. We're going for a full 7 days. 7 days of relaxation. Much needed though, because work life has been stressing me lately. So
I hope you don't burn.
I got the sunscreen. Don't worry about that.
Well, the good thing about that is again you're not missing a show because again we gotta change rules for you. But the good thing is it's Father's Day, so we'll have a Father's Day special next Sunday.
That's
Superfly will be there no matter what, jet lag or not.
That's it. We don't want to forget our boy. That's how it goes down. We riding together.
Yeah, man.
So, that's a little nice thing right now. We're going to get into it, man. First Class, we got the juice, man. I need you to hit them up.
The breakdown. The breakdown.
Yes, so First Class, tell us what's up, man. What's popping?
Well, I guess we got to start with breaking news that Doug Ford won tonight. Doug Ford won. I thought NDP would have won. I voted for NDP.
For sure. That's what's up.
Yeah, didn't quite turn out that way. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't vote. If I did vote, it would have been for NDP. I don't think my one vote would have made much of a swing, but yeah, I feel
matters,
like
man.
I guess.
But did you vote?
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I had some stuff going on. I was at work, and then I should have got the time from work to go do it, but I was tired. B.
I hear you.
It's life. Well, now Doug Ford.
Yeah.
I to be honest, I'll be real. I expected Doug Ford to win.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of a long time coming for whether it be his family or the Fords to kind of be in there. So man, I just thought it was one of those things that was inevitable and it was gonna happen, whether it happened now or whether it happened later. And it happened now, so we just gotta ride with it and see what happens.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we gotta see what happens and hope for the best.
Yeah. Change.
Other breaking news. Supposedly already, the Senate passes a bill to legalize marijuana, which we knew was kind of coming.
Yeah.
But now it's officially passed.
Okay.
How you guys feel about that?
I mean, I think that the government had to get their hands on it.
Yeah.
That's the only way they could really control it and make some money off it. So they
Yeah.
had to kind of legalize it. That's how I feel, at least. But I don't think it's gonna change much, man.
Well, I mean, it'll keep people from these little marijuana possession charges out of jails, man. That's, I think, the biggest impact, because people going to jail for like little marijuana crimes, like I don't see that helping anybody. So
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, are they gonna overturn some shit?
that's
now?
the problem.
That's the question right
problem.
there. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean? And they're probably gonna say, "Oh well, at that time,
Well, that's how it
the
is.
rules,
That's how it is.
right?
Yeah.
So
It
those
should be
people-
overturned, but those
Yeah.
people that are in jail right now for
Probably
those little
won't be.
marijuana charges, they're gonna be stuck, unfortunately.
yeah."
that's crazy.
A friend of mine
Mm-hmm.
is gonna make breaking news.
Oh yeah.
She just dropped a book, Leasha Small.
Okay.
All
big
right.
things.
The
Big
book
things.
is called A Journey Through My Eyes.
Nice.
And yeah, I haven't read it yet. I just got it yesterday. But yeah, everybody should go get it. It's on Amazon.
What kind of book is it? Like
It's a book you read.
no. It's
No,
no,
it's
me
kind
right
of.
now.
It's kind of. It's
It's
a
like
book
a
about
autobiography type of thing,
no,
or
it's a book about love,
oh, okay.
but love
okay.
through her eyes. So
Okay.
however you want to shape that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Amazon's the only place you can get that at,
No,
or
you can get that from her. You can get that from Amazon. She is the CEO of the Diva Bar.
oh yeah, I heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you could hit her up anywhere on social media.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let
and
people know where to find her, and
Yeah.
then that'll connect them to the book.
Yeah.
And so
She has 3 different Instagram, what's the word, titles or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
right? So she's all over. Leasha Small, Diva Bar. Hit her up.
Hit her up.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe you could throw this idea to her or whatever, because I know one of my cousin's friends. Ideally, he wrote a kid's book a while back, maybe
Okay.
about maybe 4 or 5 years ago,
All right.
and he did a little bit of a release of the chapters. So
Oh, nice,
I
nice.
don't know if that's something that she would be able to do or whatever, but it was pretty cool. It was I know a chapter's up in Brampton somewhere,
Okay.
and yeah, basically it was an official book releasing, and he got maybe about 3 hours in the day,
Oh, nice.
and his friends and family basically got to hang out in chapters with him. He signed a couple books or whatever the case may be. So
it's a
I
good
don't know,
look.
man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll definitely let her know.
Throw it out there, see what happens, man.
More breaking news on the breakdown. It's called POWHER, POWHER,
Okay.
Elite League. It's a league starting up that's based on women basketball.
Okay.
I just went to the first game today, and it was really good. It was Humber College, and that's where you could follow them as well. But yeah, they look like they're gonna start doing some real things. It's 4 weeks.
So is it a league or it's just a team
It's
that plays different? Like,
It's a league, but there's 4 weeks, right? Teams play and then they play playoffs. It's kind of like Crown League and all these things,
Okay,
but it's for women, obviously.
got
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
So it's just starting up, and already when I was there today, competition was pretty good. The games were pretty close, and yeah,
So, is this gonna kind of be in your mind? Is it kind of like a citywide thing, province-wide thing?
well, I mean, you always gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know how far it's gonna reach,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, they already have their feet wet. Like McDonald's as a sponsor.
Okay.
already.
Okay. Cool.
Just little things that they did, like
Yeah.
in the intro, they showed a video, but not on. It was kind of like where the scores table was.
Yeah.
Part of it showed a video, and then they came out. They had lights. They had a DJ.
Okay.
They
okay.
just
They did the thing.
put things together very well. So shouts
So
to
top
them, man.
female
Yeah.
ballers.
I mean,
Yeah,
from
your cousin was actually there.
Okay, okay.
She played decent.
I mean, from your view, was it something that looks like they were recording it, or?
They were taking photos.
Photos,
I
okay.
don't know if they were recording,
Yeah.
just because I was kind of in the game.
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
okay.
I
Got
wasn't
you.
really focused
No,
on that.
I'm asking because maybe is it just some footage or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm able to check out or whatever.
Definitely.
But I'm
I'll
sure
find out for you.
somebody taped something on
Yeah,
their Instagram
definitely.
or whatever.
Well,
the
I'll
case may be.
be there again.
Yeah, yeah.
In the 4 weeks, I'm trying to go all 4 weeks. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to go all 4 weeks and support it because I think it's a good movement. And I think it actually kept me.
And it's on
intrigued.
Thursday nights?
Thursday nights.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
What else we got? Fabuloso.
Yeah, man. I read some stuff about that boy.
So you know about it.
Well, I'm going to see where you go with it.
He's working on a plea deal for the domestic abuse.
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
I guess it is what it is. I mean, we all pretty
We
much
saw the
assume-
video,
Yeah,
man.
we saw the videos. We pretty much assume, but until you say it out of your mouth, you never know, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't support domestic abuse. But if they're gonna work it out, then I support them. It's up to both parties involved on what they want to do. But yeah, if that's a continuing cycle, then Emily needs to do something about that because no one wins in those situations.
So, are you gonna still listen to Fabulous album when he drops one? Or
I am.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah,
just checking.
because he doesn't support Trump.
But he supports domestic violence apparently. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
I feel like some shots are being thrown.
well, I'm just wondering his stance, you know, because he was really strong about not supporting Kanye.
I was gonna drop an NBA player's name and
Yeah.
then say, does he not do the same thing? But we're not gonna go down that road.
All right, good point. Good point.
So, we'll just leave that alone. The East is really hot, guys. Shooting at Ribfest.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't know about that.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
Yeah,
No, man.
That was crazy, bro.
3 people shot, man.
Four.
Four?
Yeah.
There you go. Four people shot.
literally. And I was there too.
Yeah.
I was there. Maybe I left probably like an hour before it happened.
Yeah.
I stopped by my sister's house. On my way home, I see like police cars everywhere. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
My cousin was there as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like while it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
It's crazy, man. People are just going out trying to enjoy some
Ribfest.
food, family event.
Family
You
event.
know what I mean? Like, people got to slow down, man. I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy. I don't think I've even ever heard of something like that going on at a Ribfest.
me
That's,
neither.
Yeah.
Ever. Like any of them.
yeah,
So,
it's pretty
And
crazy.
in Pickering, like, nah.
Yeah,
shouldn't
like-
be happening, man.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
I mean, we pray for the families who are
for sure.
Yeah,
are
for sure.
involved in that, man.
We have a friend that's a police officer, and that was the first person I messaged. Like, are you okay? What's going on?
Yeah.
That's
But I
when
literally woke up to messages. Like, I was drinking a bit at Ribfest, so
Right.
when I got home, I just knocked out. I literally woke up. A couple people hit me up, and like, "Yo, you good? You all right?" It's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
like people I don't even really talk to. It's like, this is a random message.
But you know what? That shows people appreciate you
No,
enough to do that.
for sure.
So that's
But
a
I'm
good
saying,
sign.
like, even before I knew there was a shooting, like, I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
messages. Like,
You're like, what's going on?
yeah, like, why are you messaging me this?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, man. That's how it happens, and then you figure it out. And you're like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
it's home, obviously.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna go into.
Yeah, can we get something more positive, man? Like, I feel like.
I think that this one's not that positive either. All right, it depends how you look at it, but we all went over the Drake Pusha T stuff. Wanted Drake to respond. I thought he was gonna respond by now. He's not gonna respond, guys. There is a guy named Jay Prince.
Yeah. I know exactly what it.
All right.
Yeah.
And he pretty much gave Drake his start. And he pretty much has a very good relationship with Drake, and I guess he kind of controls certain moves that Drake does, or Drake respects him enough to follow his lead in a way. He told Drake not to respond, not to stoop down to Pusha T's level, and I guess Drake's following that.
Man, I just want
Did-
someone to leak that diss track so
Did
bad.
you see the details though of what Jay Prince was saying? He
No.
said he had like the
Ca-
track
career
was-
ending.
Yeah, career ending.
Oh, what Drake was dropping.
Yeah.
Family ending.
Yeah.
He was going at Kim.
Yeah.
He was going at Kanye.
Yeah.
He was going at him. I don't know who else he was going at.
I
Those
don't
were
know,
the-
man, but
those were-
Man.
Jay Prince said like it would have been some serious stuff, and there's no way that he could have allowed Drake to release that.
I mean, I hear him because I think I think it's true what he's saying. We know Drake is ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
Prince Petty right
That's
there.
the thing, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like you said, for a lot of people who don't know, Jay Prince has a lot of influence in the game. So
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's one of those things where if he steps in, like
yeah.
I think it's getting pretty serious. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's pretty big.
So I don't know how to, I don't know how to place
as a
it.
hip hop fan, you're
Yeah.
sad about it,
But reality
But
sits
you
in.
understand.
Yeah.
You understand.
Yeah.
And it's not a. You could call it an L if you want. I don't take it as an L. I take it as a draw. Like it's a match that never finished.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
got rained out.
Yeah.
That's
Rained
it.
out. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
It's like, so it is what it is. Now, last but not least, for some people, this will still not be positive.
What's that?
But for me, I think it's very positive. As I said, yesterday was my birthday.
Okay.
And Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors gave me a very good birthday present. The Golden State Warriors
This
are
guy's
up
going in right
3-0.
This guy's going in right now.
3 and whoa, you know who's not going in? Cleveland. That's who's not going in.
His show button's turned way off.
way off. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it is crazy. 3-0. Like
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was gonna go 3-0. I thought for whatever strange reason, I'm like, the league is not gonna let LeBron go 3-0.
I'm gonna be honest and tell you that I didn't think it was gonna be 3-0.
Yeah.
So when I saw that,
Yeah.
it was crazy to me.
And I want to, like, from the footage and watching the game, like, I just see that KD just wasn't gonna let it happen. Like,
He hit the shot from the same spot from last year.
yeah, like KD just wasn't gonna let it
And
happen.
he hit it further back too.
He's been playing with Steph too long, man.
I guess so, man. I guess so. So
Oh, man.
yeah.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0.
And the next game is on Friday, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it, but this is looking like what LeBron did to us, the Raptors. It's looking exact same way.
I don't think it's much we could jinx at this point, man. Like they're
I
just
hear
they're
you.
just outmatched.
I
Like
hear you.
just outmatched,
hear
and
you.
they not much they could
He
do.
went up against that juggernaut.
Yeah,
I
LeBron has to
told
go
you,
for
right?
like 70, 20, and 20 if he wants to
No,
win,
LeBron
man.
has to
'cause
go for 150 and 50, and he still might lose.
Wow.
It's crazy.
No hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say no hope, but I said it before. I'll say it again. We know how the movie ends. It's
So
a sequel.
So we know that Golden State's going home with the champion. This is what we know. This,
Yeah.
but do you think LeBron could pull out a Game 4 win?
I'm going to tell you this. Whoever wants to, for my friends, wants to come to my house and watch the game, don't come if you don't think that there's going to be brooms on the floor in my house. Because we know what it is, man. To win the championship in Cleveland with a sweep, back to back,
Wow.
you can't talk to us
I
no
mean,
more,
I think LeBron doesn't want to get swept. I think he's gonna come out, but I think the rest of his team just has no confidence.
I think if LeBron gets swept, we
He
should
leaves.
just call it the end.
He leaves Cleveland.
No, he leaves the game.
Okay, you're going too far now.
Go
okay?
make movies.
You're going too far now.
Wow.
Okay, obviously I am going too far. I know he's not leaving. That would be the worst move in history. So I know that's not happening. I'm joking.
Oh man.
But man, this is entertaining. I love it.
For sure.
I love it. Shout out to all those Cleveland fans that were putting me in Facebook messages and all this stuff, and now they're quiet. Silence
Yeah,
of the
it's
lambs.
been very quiet lately.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
What up, Seti? All right, man. That's it for the breakdown.
Real quick, before the breakdown ends, did you guys see that Lil Wayne won some money, man?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't know if you guys caught
What
that.
happened now? I
He
didn't
beat
see that.
Birdman in a case.
Yeah, man.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So a
Yeah.
judge ruled in his favor. So
For Carter 5?
So basically, what he was fighting for was the advance for Carter 5, and also once the project was done, he was supposed to get some money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, because that wasn't fulfilled, he asked for his contract to be terminated, but also to be paid.
Right.
In terms of the termination of his contract, I'm not sure how that stands, but he was awarded the money that he was promised for the advance
Well, there you
and
go.
for completing the project. And there should be an official release date coming up for the project.
Nice.
How long has this been now, man? This is crazy.
Bro,
This
it's
is
been a
crazy.
minute. They probably had to do some updates. It's been a minute.
Damn.
That's all
Been
right,
a
though.
minute. Been a minute.
I don't mind listening to a Weezy album as long as it sounds good.
Bro, to be honest, I feel like the game's been missing Weezy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's not much he could be featured on. There's not much he could do.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
kind of had to just fall back and see what happens legal-wise. You know what I mean? So I think it's good that we're finally gonna hear some Weezy tracks.
Welcome back, Weezy.
That's how it goes, man. So I mean, yeah, the breakdown was proper. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we about to get into
Golden State type of mind, man. You know.
People, if you're listening, agree to disagree right now. His chill button is turned way off.
Agree to disagree to agree. However you want to put it. You know what the score is. That's facts.
That's facts for sure.
3-0.
Oh man,
we won away, man. And if LeBron somehow pulls this off, I myself will buy a LeBron jersey.
Pull what off? Let's stop, man. Let's stop.
No. I'm gonna do this for these guys that believe. That
wow.
believe,
Witness,
right? Because he's already better than Jordan. So
stop this.
So if he pulls it off, I'm gonna buy a LeBron jersey. I'm gonna buy a ticket to a Cleveland game next season. Go to the game and cheer for LeBron the whole season.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, except
That's
it's not
big.
gonna happen. But you know.
I mean, seeing how we're talking about this, you think Forte bought his ticket because he felt like LeBron's taking an L, or
What ticket? What are we talking about?
You're saying he's running.
I don't know. I was just saying.
I don't know when he bought his ticket, so I can't make those calculations. But, you know, it is what it is. If he ain't running, I know a lot of them are. And he already said he's not really a Cleveland fan.
Okay.
But there's those guys. Like, certain people wore jerseys to my house.
Yeah.
They better get the barbecue later. You're believing in the wrong one, man.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry.
That's it. The breakdown was a good one, man. Forte First Class, you guys killed it. So we're about to get into the mini mix right now. You know, we want our viewers and want our listeners to make sure you guys stay tuned, stay locked, stay loaded. We're about to get this, man. Agree to disagree.
What up? It's time, man. What? It's time? Time, man. New York, set it off then, nigga. Set it off. Broken glass in the hallway, bloodstained floors, neighbors. Look at every bag you bring through your doors. Lock the top lock. Mama should have cuffed me to the radiator. Why not? It might have saved me later from my block and why cops. Hookers crawling off the stroke, coughing stitches in their head, stinking, and I dread thinking they be snitching. But who else could it be? Sugar D's, a Mark Vans parked in the dark. Knocks, where's your heart? Hustle or starve. They bust a Yui, I jog to my building. Come out later wearing camouflage. See the sergeant and the captain. Strangle men, niggas gasping for air till they move no more and just stare with dead eyes. Tired of riots, shit is quiet. Simple-minded fools infiltrate grimy crews. Overcrowded cribs, uncles home from bed, sisters pregnant, fathers on drugs, moms are smoking. Beds is piss infested. Had 8 partners growing up. 8 turned to 7, 7 turned to 6 niggas. Got 2 in heaven, 6 of us holding it. Now it's 5 rolling thick. The 6 ones parole flip. 5 niggas went to 4 quick when he went OT. College life converted into gang banging. 4 niggas still hanging. Years passing, slang changing. 3 of us now. 4th nigga ain't around. We all thought he was real. He did the snake shit, fake shit, beat his ass down. Yo, his mouth could've got us all wasted. What a fucking clown. All I got left in the end is 2 of my best friends, and we all going out to the death for these ends. Whoa. Heard about it, you see about it, you read about it. It's in your papers, it's in your daily news. New York Chronicles, every day. The crime rate, the murder rate, the money rate, the paper chase. You know what I mean? New York state of mind, baby. Check it out. I'm at the gambling spot, my hands on the knot. New York Yankee cap cover my eyes, stand in one spot. I take a nigga dough, send him home to a shoebox.
DJ Twisted Mind.
And I might just chill, but I'm the type that like to light another like Cypress Hill. I still do be spit loogies when I puff on it. I got some bucks on it, but it ain't enough on it. Go get the STIDES. Nevertheless, I'm hella fresh, rolling like a cigarette. So pass it across the table like ping pong. I'm gone, beating my chest like King Kong. It's on, wrap my lips around the 40. And when it comes to getting another stogie, fools all kick in like Shinobi. Know me ain't my homie to begin with. It's too many hands to be. Probably let my friend hit bit. Unless you pull out the fat crispy $5 bill on the real before it's history. Cause fools be having them vacuum lungs. And if you let them hit it for free, you hella dumb. Da-dum-dum. I come to school with a Taylor on my earlobe. Avoiding all the thick teasers, skeezers, and weirdos. Got me throwing off the land like where the bomb at. Give me $2, you take a puff and pass my bomb back. Suck up the dank like a Slurpee. The serious bomb will make a go delirious like Eddie Murphy. I got more growing pains than Maggie. Cause homies snag me to take the dank out of the bag.
bye-bye, just keep me laced up. Vanilla Tracy, Caesar Bugatti, Isaac Mizrahi. Up around the Dolce, Gabbana sipping Pure J with the ill nana. You up around, I had your loyalties in your joint. You'll get your royalties and your points. So what the deal is? With Foxy Brown McCase, now we lace Bonnie McFly. Now I'm up in Jamaica breaking all your paper.
You're the only one for me. You're the only one I need. Can nobody make me feel the way you're making me feel? And girl, you know this love is real. Touch me, squeeze me, feel me and caress. Tease me, don't let go. Baby, I'm about to explode. Oh yeah. 'Cause all my love you can control.
I got my eyes on you. Baby, let me tell you that you are the truth. I love your Indian food. Ooh, da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-doo. Sing it to me.
तुझसे हमारा मिलन था
Sing it to me.
तब से हमारा प्यार हुआ
Sing it to me.
जरा से चुम लो तो क्या
But I can't understand the word you're saying.
Things you do makes me keep running to you. Keep on. Things you do makes me keep running to you. These feelings that I have, I can't explain, and I can't believe that it's you. The way you make me feel makes me happy. So why can we just make it last? Things you do makes me keep running to you. Run to you. Things you do makes me keep running to you.
I'd like to welcome to the stage the lyrically acclaimed. I like this young man because when he came out with the phrase, he went from ashy to classy. I like that. So everybody in the house, give a warm round of applause for the notorious B.I.G. The notorious B.I.G. ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him, y'all. I've never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You want to see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's the with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this pocket, rob him while his friends watching. And clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Put me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88, Oshkosh and blue and white duck. Ask the blunt.
Yeah. That's how it goes. That was the mini mix for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed. Like we told you, or we tell you every week, make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend. Agree to disagree is going down. A2D the show on social media, Instagram. Hit us up. Let us know what's good. So, I mean, mini mix is done. Breakdown is done. And we're about to get into that main topic. So, I mean, Forte.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for this week's main topic. On Urban Hype Radio.
That's right. We're about to get this right now. Forte, where you at?
I'm right here. You know what it is, man. So this week we got a little something different this week. We about to talk about the guy code. I mean, we're gonna try to talk about the guy
Yeah, we gonna
code.
try.
Yeah, because we don't want to break any of the guy code rules. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to talk about the guy code, give y'all a little insight. You know, let you know the do's and the don'ts, the cans and the can'ts, and
The wills and the won'ts.
we about to get into it a little bit. So JT, I'm gonna start with you. What do you feel about the guy code? You think that's something that should be going on?
I mean, so here's the thing. I feel like everybody has a code, whether it be the guy code, whether it be females with their group, whether it be brothers, whether it be sisters. I feel like there's a code
That's
for some.
facts. Yep.
Facts.
You know what I mean? In terms of the guy code, though, that's very much real. And for anybody who doesn't know, like, I think for the most part, guys stick to it. I think for the most part.
For the most part.
I mean, you have some who choose to stand on the outside, but for the most
or
part.
pretend that they're in. They
Yes.
try
this
and be
is true.
double agents.
But yeah, man, I think it's just one of those things where people or guys, I should say, it's a way of, I don't know, I guess you could say, kind of keeping it real, making sure that they have that person who's in their corner that they, in their eyes they're riding for. You know what I mean?
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. They're riding with. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Whether it be a wingman, whether it be, you know what I mean, their boy. That's what they do. So, yeah, man. I mean, I stick to the G code. That's what it is, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I see and don't see. That's how it goes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, yeah, man. It's just one of those things for me. I don't know. First class. What about you?
I mean, I think it's my duty. It's my moral duty.
It's in his blood.
It's my moral. Like, I don't even know how I realize that I have to protect the guy code.
Yeah.
But I do it.
For
And
sure.
I do it with honor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't cross certain lines because I'm
Straight
always
up,
on the
straight
guy
up.
code side, man.
Straight up.
I'm all for guy code.
All for it. Forte.
Yeah, you guys count me into that, man. Like I don't even get close to that line. Like like you say, see and don't see, hear
Train
and don't
tracks,
hear,
man.
man. It's like
That's
I don't
electrocuted.
know.
That's it.
It's the same thing like if you're getting interrogated by the police. It's like I don't
know.
know.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
man.
about?
It's like you should.
I did
you
not
know,
see where he went.
in my circle too, it doesn't even make sense to ask me questions because they already know.
Yeah.
Either they know the answer
Yeah.
or they know that they're not going to get the answer.
There's no TMZ over here,
so
man.
it doesn't even make
No
sense to ask
TMZ,
questions.
I
a lot
like
of
that one. I
times.
like
No TMZ over here, man. Turn the cameras off.
For sure. But I mean, I like in terms of, do you feel that okay? So although we're talking about, I think what we're referring to is the I think the overall general G code, but I think the G code changes for certain groups or certain people. I don't know if you guys feel.
I think I get where you're going, but I think for the most part it stays the same, and it's not just about like, oh, if I see you doing something that you shouldn't, just protecting you. It goes a whole lot deeper.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
that.
for sure,
Like, you
for
know,
sure.
Like, for example, if you're with a girl
Yeah.
and you show me that, maybe she's not your girlfriend, but like, yo, she's your main girl. She could possibly be your girl.
Yeah.
And something happens where you guys break up, she's off limits. Because
Well, this is why I got into what I'm
we're
saying.
going to get into all
Okay,
of it.
okay.
So she's off limits because you've shown me that.
Yeah.
However, I just want to put that out there that if you do not show me that, that person that crosses that line
Mm-hmm.
might not be going against the guy code because he does not know.
Okay, so you're saying the guy has to put it out there
Yes.
to say that basically his ex-female friend is off limits.
Correct. Because nobody knows what's what.
But
you know,
okay, so here's my question.
Right.
As your boy, I shouldn't just know that?
I was gonna hop in and
I-
say that too. I was
think-
waiting for him to finish, but I was gonna kind of hop in and say
I
that.
think
'cause
that it all depends on the level of your friendship, right? But at the same time, for example, if it was him and I might know by just knowing, but he'll also give me those hints. Even though he doesn't have to,
Yeah.
he'll still give me those hints.
you know what the problem is? A lot of, well, I'm gonna say a lot, but some guys, they're just very prideful. So even if they're into a female, like they're really into a female,
Yeah.
Don't show
they'll
you.
act like they're not.
Yeah.
And then if you now, attach yourself with that female, they have a problem with it. But wait a minute ago you didn't care about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
female,
you didn't
know what
care.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
So this is what I'm saying. I feel like for different groups, the G code kind of there's a variation, and that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's certain groups would be like, yo, if there's 3 of us and one of those mans talk to a female friend, then we all know that she's off limits. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to. Whereas you have some guys who are like, okay, you know what? There's if I've had, let's say, 7 exes in the past, there out of those 7, like 2 of them for sure off limits. Like those are.
nah, you
whereas-
say exes?
Yeah.
Nah, if there's a
That-
relationship, that is
that-
off limits.
That's
No,
exactly
but
what you
it's
just
just-
said, though. Exes. Like,
Yeah.
X out of my life, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Like,
Nah, okay, maybe
can't
I
do
refer
that.
that.
Yeah,
I not maybe not an ex, but a female friend that you're no longer friends with.
see,
Because I've heard guys say it. They're like, okay, yeah, you know what? Like, we were cool, but it wasn't really like that. And then they're like, oh, her. They're like, no, don't, like off limit. Like you don't even run the thought through your head.
well,
Yeah.
well, put it this way: if you showed me, or if I know that
Mhm.
she's off limits,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not like rocket science for me. It's not like, oh my gosh, I really want her, but I no. Like in my head,
Mm-hmm.
she's already off limits. Like from when I know that you're my boy and you're intrigued in that person
Yeah, yeah.
for more than just being intrigued, then there's no question. Like,
Okay,
I'm
I got
I'm
you.
not that person that's gonna cross that line
Yeah, yeah.
because you and I have much more than that person could ever offer, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, for
You know
sure,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
So nah, it's not even a second thought to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
No,
even. And it's not even like there's not even a timeline for this. Like I don't care if this is 30 years later. Like
Yeah, nah.
there is no once it's off limits, it's
Yeah,
for
nah.
life. Like I don't ever want to associate myself with that
Nah.
person in that way because you can't do it.
Superfly is
Just can't do it.
damaging
If it-
someone's
if it's-
soulmate right now.
If it's something that happened outside of the sandbox, it's off limits. If it was in a sandbox, that's a different story. If that was your first kiss of grade 2, then it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, nah.
I hear you. I hear you. I
That
mean,
ain't
some people
for
would
me.
say, but I mean, what if they're like can make it and flourish?
That's somebody that's gonna break the G code.
and
If you're trying to find ways to make exemptions,
there is no exception.
that's
Straight
not
up,
really
straight
the
up.
G
White
code.
is black
because
and
I
white.
mean, for me in my head, I'm thinking if you're willing to mash up our friendship for this female who was a friend who's no longer a friend, like you guys better go all
no,
the way.
no, not even you.
You
better
guys,
go to it. I
like
don't-
if you're,
I- it's
if
not-
you're
I wish
mashing
you
it
the
up for
best.
that, you like. It is
I
what
mean,
it
you
is.
guys could go all the way, but
You already mashed up the
we
friendship,
are
so
not
you
gonna
might as
be
well.
friends
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, there's way too many females in the world to be.
yeah.
You know,
Bro, I'll be honest.
rid
I'm
of
all about
friendships
friends,
over-
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm all about
Rid of
friends. I'm not even.
friendships
I'm not even
over,
front.
Yeah,
telling you.
man. Like,
Be like, yeah, you're interested. Okay, she got friends.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
yeah, but why not? But why not?
I don't see why not.
You know why not? Because there's some men out there that's
I liked your statement before. There's a lot of them.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Let me cut before I hop into the next portion of this topic here. Men, be honest. All right, don't lie, because if you lie, don't catch feelings,
Yeah,
because it's your fault.
I'm your boy.
It's your fault.
Just tell me.
If you like somebody, just say you like somebody. It's pretty
Yeah.
simple. You're
And
not
I'll
gonna be
move on.
you're not gonna be soft for liking a female. Like,
Nah.
what is wrong with liking a female?
Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it
Anyways,
is,
It's crazy.
man.
Nah, it's crazy.
But there are some men out there that are, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say less appealing,
I see
But,
where you're going. They
but
don't.
I guess
they don't have the skill set.
perfectly
They
put.
There you
don't
go.
have
The
skill
game
set.
is just lacking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only game that they have
Right.
is to side with the female. You know, so you guys following me
I
so
think
far?
I think I'm following.
He's talking about Nogueras.
Wow.
So what happens is, because they can't be part of the G code because there's no females around for them to be part of that G code.
Right.
So they have to be on the female side playing the double agent, like
Right.
you said,
Right.
in order to get in the female's good
Like
books.
I'll rub your back.
exactly,
Type of vibe.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then not realizing that you can only rub her back. Like you're not winning. When in actuality, if you stayed on the G code side, there's somebody for everybody.
Oh, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
100%.
But like to my point that I was saying, they're like Noguera. Like you could put him in the game, but he's not gonna score. So now he's confused on what he's supposed to do.
You know
what I
what?
mean?
He might score, but in the wrong basket.
Yeah.
We have the best analogies on the show. I love it.
So I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of them out there, man.
For
And,
sure.
and sometimes you don't know who they are until you know who they are.
Yeah,
Bro.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
I've heard some situations
seen a lot
that
in
some
my
of them are
day, man.
family members.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of them are
man.
family members.
Oh man.
So
I've been in situations with some.
And let me tell you, once you break the guy code, there ain't no coming back after.
No,
you
We
break
see
the guy
you for
code.
who you are,
that's
man.
it.
We see
That's
you
it.
for who you are.
you get called out. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
what happened to you guys? Oh, I'll tell
What
you.
happened
about
to
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, because you need to know. You need to know. Like that happened to me where
That is part of the guy code. Like
Yeah,
you need
facts.
you need to educate other men
Facts.
of what's going on.
Fact.
Like
That's
you
what
need to know
happened.
this.
For sure,
A
for
guy,
sure.
a guy crossed the guy code.
Yeah.
I found out he's been crossing for years,
Whoa.
And the next guy asked me, "Oh, I'm thinking about like doing some business with Erks. You need to know who this guy is before you do anything.
Yep.
You need to know." So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's definitely important to put other guys on guy code.
Yeah, for sure.
So they need to know who they're dealing with. You can't put your trust in everybody.
Alert.
So yeah, I did that.
For
I did
real,
that.
for real.
So let's talk about another violation of guy code right now.
Okay.
And this might not be such in your face violation,
Yeah.
but it happens frequently.
Schemers.
Guys, we know that sometimes you get in a situation with a female, you like a female, you build trust with this female. Don't pillow talk. Don't do it. Don't pillow talk. Because let me tell you what's going to happen when you and this female mash up.
She won't talk the business.
You broke the guy code.
She
You
won't
broke
talk
it.
the business.
And everything that you broke and told her is what she's going to tell everybody else.
And to be fair, every guy breaks that rule.
Which rule? What are we talking about?
Pillow talk.
Okay.
Every guy breaks that rule in some way, shape, or form.
You need to be very mindful.
But you need to be very mindful of one, who you're breaking it with, and two,
The
What
when
you're
we say
Yes.
pillow talk, like my pillow talk is very, very small.
Limited.
You know what I mean?
It's a
And
limited edition.
I might tell you something, but I'm not telling you everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You might
yeah.
know a synopsis,
Yeah.
but not the character and the depth of the
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
Yes.
You know
Straight
what I
up,
mean?
straight up.
So it's a very thin line, and if you don't have the skill set again to play that line, just stay far left.
Yes.
And don't do it at all.
The skill set.
Don't do it
skill
all.
I
mean-
think there's a lot of people who don't have skills out there.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
But just because you're not the best at something doesn't mean you have to throw away everything.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
There's a place for you. We'll fit you into the system.
You can get there.
You can get there.
Might be the D League, but you can get
You
there.
can
Don't
get
worry.
there.
Oh man.
It's all about growth.
Yeah.
So don't give up
Don't kill me.
and don't turn your back on the G code,
Don't turn back on the G code.
because there's no coming back after. We know who you are.
So I mean, with this G code thing, we're talking about female friends who, let's say, stuff happened outside the sandbox.
Right.
What if it's legitly just a friend, like nothing ever happened between you, but
She's legit.
she's your
like,
homie. She's your homie.
Like plutonic?
yeah, but your boy's trying to holler.
Oh, well then.
That's
If it-
free game, man.
Let me,
That's free
let me
game.
put it this way. If it was me
Yeah,
that had a friend
yeah,
and my boy asked me that he wants to talk,
yeah.
I give the warning. I say this simply. Do what you want and she can do what she wants. You guys are grown.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, don't involve me in it.
True.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Other than that, do what you want.
Yeah.
However it works out. If it doesn't, cool. I just want two of my friends to be my friends after it. So I'm not picking sides, and I don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, I co-sign that. It's the same thing, man. Like, if it's just a friend, then I have both my female friend's interest at heart, and my male friend's interest at heart. So,
Exactly.
like you said, they're grown. At the end of the day, you could ask my opinion prior to getting into the situation,
Yep.
and I'm gonna give you my opinion. But once that situation starts going down that water, like,
You're
I'm
no-
on the shore.
You're
I'm
you're
still
no
on the
longer
shore.
held
Yeah,
accountable.
I'm still on the
Nah.
shore. You guys go sailing off somewhere, but don't come back over here, man.
I gave you the report. and you decided what to do with the report, and I took myself out of that situation. But on that point, again, that's part of the problem. There's guys that will say, "Oh yeah, she's just a friend,"
But she's not.
but she's not.
Well, she might be, but he would feel a certain way towards her.
That too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just show me that.
True.
Just show me that.
True.
Because if I'm coming to you saying, "Hey, I know she's a friend," I'm giving you the respect of like, I'm gonna come to you and go through you before I ever cross that line.
Yeah.
G-code.
Yeah.
So now your respect part is to be honest with me.
I think so. You see what you said? How they come to you first, respecting the G code, then to make the move.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot who make the move first,
Oh, for sure.
That's crazy.
and then
though.
For
that's,
sure.
that's what I feel. I'm like,
For
yo,
sure.
you did what?
Yeah.
Like they made the move first, and then it's
Yeah.
kind of like, well, you know, this and this.
I
is-
call that the Judas touch. Like, what are you doing, man?
But we're going back to the guys that do not have the skill set.
Yeah.
Because what that guy is doing is he's using you as a trampoline to get to a level
Yes.
that he couldn't reach.
Yes.
Because if you weren't friends with that female and you didn't introduce him or to have him be around that female like that, he wouldn't be able to communicate with that female.
True.
Sick.
Get your skill sets up, guys.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's people out there that can teach you the skill sets. Again, we won't say names, but there are people out there that can teach you these skill sets.
The chill button. Like,
You
it's
know
way
what I
off.
mean? Like, I don't understand. And then there's kind of what we touched on, but then there's these guys that just do it because they feel like it's their duty. They're confused again. And these guys, my friend Bobby named them. We call them FOG. Friends of girls. There's these guys
Yeah.
that it's not even about their skill set. They don't know where they put their tools. Like, they think that they should just report to the girl no matter what.
That's crazy.
For no reason.
That's crazy.
For no reason at all.
That's so crazy.
Just report to her. And it's like, why? And then there's some of them that even take it to another extent, and now they're lying to the girl for no reason again. Or maybe for some type of motive that we don't know.
They have a motive. They definitely have a motive. Does it work? No. But we know what they're attempting to do.
Okay.
Listen. Girls are not stupid. First of all,
Yeah,
girls
yeah,
are
yeah.
girls
We
are
love
not
you
stupid.
guys, man. We know you're smart. You're the smartest out, guys. We know.
Girls are not stupid, and a girl is not going to respect a man that reports a situation about his friend to that girl. Like, she's gonna use you for that information.
There you
Yeah,
go.
straight up.
But she's not gonna respect you.
Educate them.
You're only gonna rub her back, man.
Yeah.
Rub her
That's
back.
it.
That's as
That's
far as
it.
it goes.
That's all.
That's
Bro,
as far as it
you're
goes.
a
That's all.
CI. That's it. That's it.
There's no benefits in that relationship.
And it's funny
Sorry.
because you do that, and then it only prolongs the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have the right skill set, you're still going to end up in the same situation that you were, whether he did that or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're not even winning. You're not doing anything. You just put a commercial in the situation. That's it.
For sure.
Oh
For sure.
man.
Like, stop. Please.
So let me pose a question. We'll start with you, JT.
Mm.
Have you ever been in a situation where a friend, or I wouldn't even say a friend, because if they broke the guy code, then it wasn't a friend.
Yeah.
But have you been in a situation where you had, someone close to you or around you specifically break the guy code to affect you?
To affect me. See, so here's the thing. I think I have, but we're talking about skill sets, right?
Yeah.
So even though that happened, my skill set was at a level that it didn't even really matter, to be honest.
Okay.
It didn't even really matter. It was like, but in my head, I'm like, did he really try that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
did you stoop that low?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't do it on your own? Like, like I started asking myself all these different questions because I'm like, bro, like you disgust me. Like,
That's whoa.
like you like you're supposed to be a dude. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I've been in the situation, and
Okay.
yeah, man, I feel like if your skill set's nice, it is what it is.
I hear you. I hear you.
What about you, first class?
I don't think. I know.
I know.
I've been in several situations.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
again, going back to skill set.
Yeah,
We're not going to drop names. That's not what we do.
That's not
yeah. There's no need.
But doesn't mean we can't tell the story.
Yeah. Straight up.
So there's certain guys that, again, don't have a skill set.
Yeah.
And girls, I know you, again, use these guys. Probably don't respect them. But gosh, like, tell them, too, that they're messing up the game. There's these guys that will go to girls and say, I just want to go down on you.
They,
You know?
yeah.
know? And it's like, they do that, and then they still break guy code.
Of course they do.
Because that's their only game.
And then the girl comes and tells you,
Yeah.
Oh man,
yo.
that's the thing.
And
that,
then she labels you as her brainer. Like, my brainer told me this. So I say that to say this. His story time. There was a guy,
yeah.
a brainer, that would go around and do that to all these girls that I happen to know.
Wow.
And he happened to somehow weasel his way to chilling with a bunch of us.
Wow.
He wasn't in the circle.
Yeah. He
but
thought he was, but
he's kind of around the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
he was the informant. He's just
He was
he's
the
planted.
informant.
He was
He
planted.
There you go. He did some double agent work
Yeah.
for about 6 months. Anyways, so there was a particular girl at the time that I liked,
Mm.
and he liked.
Mm.
And I guess she didn't assign him to be a brainer. So he was trying to do double time.
Mm.
It didn't work. So then he tried to slander my name.
Oh, the classic
Yeah.
slander.
He tried to slander my
That's
name.
classic right
oh, yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. And then what do you think happened? The girl called me and told me everything that he said.
Yeah, of course she did.
And then she did question me and ask me if it was true. And I said, absolutely not. Which it was not.
Yeah.
100% false. And then she stopped talking to him.
Lying 101. Listen, guys, you can't do that. Like,
Classic
you can't
slander.
lie on another man. First of all,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even be talking about another man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You,
Straight up.
you shouldn't even be talking about
Yeah.
another
Straight
man.
up.
But to add a lie about another man to try to make yourself look good,
Why?
like JT said, disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And I know we're talking about guy codes, but come on, guys. Girls might get mad at me for saying this, but you gotta do better than just being the brainer, man. You gotta do better. Like, I understand
Listen.
why you break the code, but still don't
Listen.
break it.
Yeah.
That
Straight
is
up.
the only skill set that
I
they
understand.
have.
And I get it. And it's fine if that's all you can do. Somebody's gonna flip fries. I get it. But do your job and only your job. Don't try and do too
Yeah,
much.
You're right. You're right.
She doesn't want you to tell what you're telling. You think she likes you because of that? You're between the thighs, man. Come on. That's all you do. You don't even get a kiss. Like, come on, man. Please.
Yo.
Stop telling.
Too funny. Too funny.
So what about you, sir?
Well, man, yeah, it's unfortunate that it happens as frequently as it does. I'd like to say I'm blessed with a particular skill set,
Mhm.
and I think some guys might be a little envious of that.
Yeah.
And like in similar to your situation, they like to create stories
Yeah.
that try to bring darkness to myself and
Yeah.
bring light to themselves.
Yeah.
But similar to your situation, JT, because of the skill set,
Skill set.
even your lies, you know how easy it is to get around your lies?
Yeah. Straight up.
It's too easy.
Straight
It's
up.
so easy.
You can make up the wildest story to try to bring me down, but it's not going to change anything.
No.
And I don't move. Like, I'm not budging.
It's not going to change anything.
No.
So
That's crazy.
It's so funny because I feel too like a lot of them use, I want to say like liquor as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah.
man, I was drinking, I was
Yeah.
smashed, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Stop this.
Yeah.
Stop this right now.
Yeah.
You knew exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna work.
I drink liquor, guys. I drink liquor.
Yep.
I can't ever recall drinking liquor and thinking about breaking guy code. I'll tell you that right now. Never crossed my mind.
You understand what I mean?
Never crossed my mind.
I've done some stupid things. when I drink.
Yeah, liquor does make you do stupid things,
Yeah.
but breaking guy code
But
is
that's
certainly not
one
one of them.
thing that I do not do.
Straight up.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
if you drink liquor, are you going to go rob a bank? No.
Nope.
You're
That's
going to
not
know
what
the
I mean, some people would
consequences.
answer yes. Not anybody here, but some people would.
The ones that would break guy code.
Yeah,
Those are the
yeah.
ones.
Because of the skill set.
And they ain't got the skill set for that.
No,
They,
they
ain't
have the
got
wrong skill set. If
They
you even
ain't
call
got
it a skill set. You know what I mean? So
So I mean we're talking about guy code and stuff like that. But do you guys feel that females have a code similar?
100%.
for sure.
100%.
But I think, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
but I think based on what I've seen, it's harder for girls to follow their own code because so many girls have different issues
When you
with
say
certain things.
like,
And being very stereotypical, like, oh, she's wearing the same thing as me, or there's girls that will be like, oh, that girl's not my friend. But then when they see, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, I
like,
think-
you
I
know,
oh, okay.
and so there's a lot of like,
Girls have a
extraness.
code, but I think it's more lenient. It's a lot
Yeah.
more flexible than
Yeah.
guy code. Like a girl can break girl code and
And
they'll
still
still
pop
be
back.
girls.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you break guy code, there's no coming back. But like I feel like girls
signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah,
You're done.
girls would break girl code. Like it's crazy the amount of times that you talk to a female
Yeah.
that talks about another female
Yeah.
that goes out and hangs out with that female that she was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Like that's a part of guy code that I'm not gonna do, man. If I have a problem with somebody,
Yeah, you're not.
I have a
you're
problem
not.
with somebody. It's straightforward. Like it's not like we got to fight when I see you, but I'm not gonna dap you up. Like we're not friends.
Yeah, straight up.
Like you know what I'm saying? So
Straight up. So I mean, yeah, man. I feel it's kind of the same thing. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's my girl, so it's okay. Like that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like that's how they feel about it. It's like, oh, it's my girl. If it was another girl, then it'd be a problem. But
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
my girl, it's like, ah,
that's
yeah,
exactly
whatever.
it, man. They're like, but I think females are also more forgiving in general. So
That's true.
I think that might kind of play into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For sure.
What else? What about if he's not your friend?
Guy code doesn't even for me. It's not even about friends,
me
bro.
neither. I just want to
It's
see what
yeah,
guys
it's
would
not
say.
about friends. If
I could get on a plane and fly from here to Cuba, and
yeah,
Well,
bro,
let me-
I don't know you, but it's a guy code. Like,
well, exactly what you're saying. So let me show you an example. For me, so there was a gentleman
mm,
that his girl and him were breaking up at the time, right? And his girl confided in me
yeah,
and came to me and asked me what she should do. Me and the guy are not friends.
yeah.
I could have said, "Oh yeah, like you should definitely leave him," and but no, I said, you know what? He seems like he's trying to do the good thing.
Yeah.
You should give him another chance. At least be sure when you're making your decision, right? So why not give him another chance?
Yeah.
And not to say like I think that for sure whatever I said that would be her choice, but I do believe that if I said nah, get rid of him, that would have stuck in her head.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And me kind of giving her that, nah, give him another chance.
Mm-hmm.
People just, it helped to make her say, okay, let me stay.
Yeah.
So that's guy code.
Yeah,
You
you,
know what I mean?
shut up. You don't have to know the person.
Nah.
You don't at all. Like, no relation.
But at the same time, I think that the person that would answer that question would be like, oh, well, it depends. Caught you. Caught you. We know that you don't believe in guy code. Exemptions. There's no exemptions out here, man.
Black and white. That's it. Ain't no gray areas.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. They're sick. So let me ask you guys, what did you guys do when one of these guys that broke the guy code was exposed? I'll go to you first, Superfly.
So listen, for me, like again, there's been a couple of situations
Yeah.
where I've overheard about the guy code being broken, but also I'm not the person that's gonna jump and just listen to a statement that somebody else makes if I didn't hear it come from the horse's mouth itself.
Okay.
So in those situations where if I know you broke the code, then there's no relationship with that person after the fact. Like we're not having a conversation about anything.
Yeah.
Like we're not having a conversation about anything, and you're gonna know the reason why we're not having a conversation
Yeah.
about anything.
Yeah.
So that's my stance on it. Like, if I know for sure that you broke the code and you did this purposely, like there was no, it was for personal gain, like, then it's a straight cutoff. It's like there's no conversation to be had after that, man.
For sure.
What about you, sir?
So I mean, I want you, like, in those situations, I want you to feel very, very small. Like, very, very small. Like, I want you to want to disappear. Like, yo, man, like, I feel weird. Like, you not talking to me. They treat me different. Like, I want you to feel awkward. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's one of those things where I don't think there's much. I don't think you have to say much. I think, bro. I think that they kind of have an idea of what they're doing.
No, they know what they're doing. They just think they're not going to get caught, right?
Well, this is the thing, right? And once they feel that you know, then they start acting even weirder.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't feel like you have to say much.
Nah, you don't. You don't. For me, I will give Superfly credit that he can kind of handle his emotions better than I can. I think in a way of I'm more outward.
Okay.
Right. So depends on the situation and who you are. But more than likely, I'm going to tell you what you did, why I don't mess with you, and, like, I'm not one that really bends when it comes to that stuff. Like, nah. And there's been a couple times where, like how Superfly pointed out, close people have showed me that, you know what, this person breaks code, and I wanted to stray away, but other people were giving him a chance, so I said, all right, let me give him a chance. And then I proved myself right, even though I didn't want to. So even those cases, if I prove myself right, there's definitely no coming back. And, like, when your name, you're on the blacklist. Like, if your name comes up, you can't use that around me. Like, it's not even about I don't talk to you. Like, I don't talk about you.
No, that person is disappears,
You're
bro.
gone,
That person
bro.
is excluded.
You're
like
gone.
the name doesn't even.
You're like a microfiber.
Facts.
Yeah, but like you said, don't get me wrong. That person is certainly going to be addressed. It's not like a no conversation type
for
thing.
sure.
It's this is what I heard. What happened?
Yeah.
And if they try to tell me something different from what I heard,
man.
like, I'm not
Like,
the person that goes
at
back
that
and
point-
forth
at-
between two people.
At that
We're
point, it's
both
over.
I'm gonna get that person in the room, and I'm gonna get you in the room, and we're gonna figure this out. Because I'm not that person to go back and forth. Well, he said this and she said that. No. We're all here right now. Tell me what was said.
I'll even show you. I'll show you an example of that, like what he's talking. I'll show you 2 examples in one, which shows what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So, remember I said the sandbox, right? Okay. Long after the sandbox, I had a girlfriend, right? And somebody that I used to go home with in high school. Like, we used to either get drives together or walk home together. That was pretty much my boy. Right? So he knew I had a girl, and me and my girl would show up sporadically at the same places, blah, blah, blah. So one day I happened not to show up, and now I'm hearing, because my boy calls me, what you should do, and says, yo, I know you're not here, and your girl and this guy are all over each other.
Stop.
Right?
Stop.
And I said, what do you mean? Like, yo, like, dancing all night, like, real close, cuddly in the club.
The dancing and all this is happening with the boy you used to walk home with?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my next boy is calling me after to show me. Because he does not break guy code.
Straight up.
Right?
Straight up.
So anyway, so after that happens, for months, Superfly Forte could attest to this. For months, this guy would see me, put out his hand to daps me, and his hand's in the air. I'm not touching you. Nothing. Like, he'd walk up to me, I'd turn sideways. Because I don't mess with you. Right? And I didn't address it at first because I'm like, yo, I'm not just going to address it. It's going to get bad. Right? So then finally, one day, we went somewhere, and it was kind of one of those things where I walked in, and everybody was there. And in front of everybody's like, yo, why is it like this? Like, da-da-da-da. I aired it all out. My boy that actually called me was there. And the guy, skill set. Tried to deny it.
Bro,
right?
At that point,
and
give
then
up.
Right? And then my boy that has the skill set said, yeah, you didn't say that? Bam, 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 facts. And then, like you said, You see tall man grow short.
Yeah.
So,
bro, at that point, just
Yeah. So I
pack it
mean,
in.
just to show you, like, it's sick, but they're out there,
yeah,
and
they
they need to know how to. And you know what? I'm one person.
Mm,
So if you broke guy code with me and somehow you changed,
mm,
then by all means change.
mm.
Change with a new group of people
Yeah,
or
get a new
whatever. Hopefully you
But chances
grown
are that
from this,
circle's a little
right?
messed up too.
Yeah, of course, of course. But I'm just trying to give you hope
Yeah,
because they think that they don't have hope, so they'll continue to break the code. I don't want you to break the code. I want you to do better for yourself.
True.
So, do we get through that question? Did we get through that one?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I got a question now. So, we know how deep guy code goes.
Yeah.
But do you guys translate guy code to your female friends?
That's a good one. That's a good one. You want to
And-
answer first?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I need a little clarification. So you go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead. You get
I'll
it.
say it's kind of like having that friend of the different race. Like we can chill in, but there's certain words you can't say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like, yeah, I might divulge into a bit more than like I would regularly, but you're still not a guy. I can't. You no matter what, you can't be a part of the guy code.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give you all that stuff, just in case, because I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's my answer. Like I give you a little bit more than a regular girl,
Yeah.
but a lot less than the guys.
Than the guys.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it kind of it just has to be like that.
Yeah.
Like it just there's unwritten rules, man.
Unwritten rules,
You
man.
don't even like these. They're not. There's not in a book. It's not like they're just unwritten. You should know these things, right?
Man.
So I mean, I feel the same way. Like you may tell a synopsis of the story, but you're not telling who the characters are.
man.
Like this is no one in your circle. This is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
random story
Yeah.
about random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those, and but I feel like you have those guys who do get confused. They're like, oh yeah, but it's my homie. Like she's been my homie from like 19. How long?
Yeah.
I tell her everything,
Skill set.
and I'm like, bro.
Skill set.
you
Skill set.
just have to give that look, like, bro,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
what we're doing,
Yeah.
and yeah, man.
But I mean, when we say skill set, like that's part of the skill set. You need to be skillful enough
yeah,
to know that okay, he tells this girl everything.
Mm.
I'm not gonna divulge my information into this person.
But this is what I'm
Right,
saying.
yeah.
If you have the right skill set, you pick up on that.
Yeah,
So you're like,
yeah,
he's my boy,
yeah,
but I can't tell him
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
details
yeah.
because you know those details get
yep,
divulged out
Yeah,
there. You know what I mean?
yep.
So your skill set picks up on that. You're like,
Yep,
all right, I
yep.
got you.
A lot of Kendrick Perkins, man. You might be on the team, but you ain't dressing up. You ain't dressing up. Nah, man. You gotta know who's who and what they do.
For sure,
You know what I mean? Because not everybody can play that position. So
Yeah, and they get weeded out real quick, man.
Yeah.
Don't take long at all. It don't
what,
take
what,
long
what
at all.
about this? What about this? Has this ever happened to you guys? Where you think a guy is playing part of the guy code, right? But again, based on what we touched on before, he likes this girl, and you like this girl. And while you're not competing, he is. But it just so happens that in the competition that you never knew about, you win. And because
ding, ding,
and,
ding.
and because you win, this person's a sore loser,
Oh, there's a lot of those.
and then now breaks the code.
There's a lot of those.
He never broke the code in your eyes
Yeah,
before
yeah,
that.
before that.
But
But
then
he's a sore
now-
loser now. Yeah.
And again, you didn't know you were competing because you would have bowed out of the competition.
Yeah, you've been like, all right, go on.
But he knew it was a competition, competed, and lost.
And lost.
And now he wants to break code.
Envy, man.
Yeah.
Envy. I've never. I don't know if that's ever happened. To be honest, like I never had a conversation about that. But
Well, you wouldn't
me-
because you didn't know you were competing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, there is no competition. Like I'm not gonna compete over a female. Why would I do that? Like,
Yeah.
it's like either we decide who's up to bat,
Yeah.
or we both bow out. Like
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah,
nothing, man.
yeah.
Like I don't know why guys take that so much to heart. Where it's like, if you get a female that they want, they're upset.
Yeah. What are you
Like,
upset
why?
about?
Yeah.
I'm sure she has a sister or a cousin or a friend or something. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why
And
be mad?
Yeah.
There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like, in terms of like, okay, so you have those guys out there who, what's the word? Okay, so they are a sore loser, right? And they're what's the word, man? I don't want to say they're trying to recover, but let's say that they happen to recover. They happen to recover,
Okay.
or whatever the case may be.
Sounds like a fairy tale, but go on.
They happen to recover, but do you feel like that's something that sticks with them? Like,
No. I feel like if you know that you're recovering, maybe. But I think that part of the problem is that these people think that they have a skill set.
that's what I'm saying. So
And they
it's
don't.
in their head, like I recovered, so I'm like, I beat Forte, like.
Yeah.
Like that's like it's like they won a
Nah,
championship type of vibe.
If that's your mindset, then you already broke Guy Code.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you competing for? Like,
Yeah.
Bro, there's a lot of them out there competing.
I
A
know,
lot.
and
Like,
I don't
But
understand.
we're not competing.
why?
We're not competing.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. There's no
There
reason to
is.
compete.
And we're all
Absolutely not.
fishermen. Like,
There-
you know what I mean?
But we have the bait. Some of the guys, they don't have bait. So what do they try to do?
Well, the problem is, you say bait. I don't say that. I say that we use the same worm, but the way that we cast that fishing rod is a little different than they do. And
Tell
they
you,
don't
the
know.
analogies on here are crazy. Crazy.
They don't know how we do it. So when we're coming home with like the 6 pounds, you know, and they're not even getting anything, and they've been out there for 6 hours. We've only been out there for 2. Like, they're wondering, and the thing is, they're watching and they're lurking and they're trying to do their homework, but it's not working.
Just go buy some goldfish. Just go buy some goldfish.
Go buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at a certain point in life, if you don't have it, you don't have it, man. So it's like, just stay in your lane. You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't
Like,
know what lane they're in. That's the problem. They're all over every lane.
listen, all girls have groups of friends
Yes.
that are in different categories.
Yes.
Figure out what your category is.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm.
And don't be ashamed.
Dope. That's it.
Embrace your position.
It's not a
Embrace-
competition.
embrace.
Yeah.
They have role players.
Yeah.
They do have role players.
I
on
mean,
teams.
the real thing about it is when we say skill set, I've been the guy that starts, and I've been the guy that comes off the bench.
Yeah.
I've been the guy that scores the most, and I've been the guy that doesn't.
Mhm.
And it's not because I had a bad game. It's because it's not my time to shoot.
yeah.
go.
There's, there's a time to go.
You know what I mean?
There's a time
If it's
to go.
my time to pass the ball, I'm passing it, not reluctantly. Because if he shoots and he gets it in, we all win.
Bro,
We all win.
bro, I'm happy for you,
know what I
brother.
mean?
I'm
I'm
happy
happy
for
for
you.
you.
What other sports can we talk about right now?
I don't
What other
know,
analogies, sport analogies can we
No,
get into
man.
right now?
Shout out to Washington though for winning the Stanley Cup today. By the way,
Yeah.
shout
That's
out
big,
to them.
that's big.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them.
I feel like what's his name? Ovechkin needed that.
Yeah,
he needed to get that monkey off his
Hopefully he follows the guy code.
back. I mean,
Hopefully. any other stories? Any other
I mean,
examples?
well, I mean, we know how we feel about it, but
Yeah.
remember, what was the dude on LA who was in the locker room?
Oh,
man.
Like,
that's where we're going.
Yikes.
Like, those are big time. Like,
Well, that's to show you though. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter how famous you are.
there's
At the end of the
still
day,
exist.
it's still out there. You can't hide who you are.
No, no.
You
It
can
doesn't go
only,
away.
You can only change, and I need you
Doesn't go
guys
away.
to really do some deep digging, because you need to figure out if you're one of those guys that breaks the code, and if you are, change. Don't come in my life either way,
No.
but change.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Change
good.
and go that way.
Yeah,
It'll be nice for them to change, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that's something like deep rooted inside of them.
Yeah,
man. It's
man.
like, to me, if you break the guy code, it's it.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Like
That's
it's like a demon inside of you, and you
yeah,
can't get that
man.
out.
Can't
man.
get
You
that
can't
out.
get that out.
Man. Like,
Can't get that out.
I'm over.
Yeah, you
So I
gotta
think-
like die and come back to life or something. Because
Yeah,
maybe in another life we could be cool again, but this one, nope.
I think wrapping it up, I think we gotta just realize that not everybody has the same skill sets,
Mm-hmm.
and not everybody can play the same positions. And if you feel a way about somebody playing the better position, have a conversation with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they'll help you.
You might learn a thing.
Yeah.
You might learn a thing.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So maybe you'll be able to take over that position or share that position or rotate or whatever you have to do. But whatever you do, guys,
Don't be a brainer.
if you want to be a brainer, that's fine. But don't break the guy code.
No,
Just
for sure.
don't
For
do
sure.
it.
For sure.
If you've not learned anything from this conversation, then that means you break the guy code. Because we're calling you guys out.
If you're upset about this conversation,
Yeah.
you've probably broken the
If
guy
any
code.
one of these stories are you, then guess what? You broke the guy code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. And that's it for me, man. That's it for me, because that is not something that is first class approved. I do not break guy code, and I have a skill set.
For sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, it sounds good. I think, you know, for our listeners, hit us up, man. Tell us, tell us your guy code challenges. You know, let us know about your situation.
Ladies, call it any guys that broke the guy code, because I know
Yeah.
y'all know them more than we do.
Yeah,
So
you guys got that whole
We
community
know
on
who
block.
those ladies be getting those DMs.
Yeah, facts.
You
we
get
want to
beer
know who the
bo-
CIs are. We
Yeah,
wanna
who's
know.
the CIs, man?
For sure, there's a lot of them out
CIs
there.
most wanted.
There's a lot of them out there for sure, for sure. I mean, we're gonna get into you know, our track of the week, and I think you know, when we come back, we just gonna wrap it up. Let you guys know what's good. You know what I mean?
Cool.
All right.
Why you played on me? Wasn't I good enough for you? All those other girls you've been with, can do like
I used to hit. You the girl that I gotta quit. See the kitty fish, gotta roll it like a light. In the night, you're the freak, come out with don't bite. No diggity, who took you out? No doubt when I first got down, made a bro shout. Look out, make it live, dip and dive, stand alive. Shoot me sugar, there it is. Now we talking, swear this. I'm leaving you without a risk, but I still love the kids. What you think? I'm him pack. Girl, get your mind checked. Take the time, recollect. I just gave you disrespect.
Like that. Like that. Meet me 911, baby.
Yes. So that was the jam of the week. You know, we had to hit you up with that Missy Elliott. You know, the topic tonight was one of those that was on fire, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for anybody who's tuning in, make sure you tell a friend every week. We get it, man. We have these
Tell all
crazy
your
topics.
friends, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hit us up on those social medias, A2D the show, whether it be Instagram, Twitter. Hit us up about the topic. I mean, if you feel like there's more guy code stuff that we didn't talk about or touch. If you have a situation that you went through, you know, I mean, hit us up. Let us know. I mean, First Class, you got anything else to say, man?
I mean, I can't stress enough. Just stop. Just stop. Just
Public
stop.
service announcement right now.
Just stop, man. Like, I'm glad we could get together and talk about this one, guys, because I think a lot of guys need to hear this and realize who they are. Know yourself.
Know yourself, man.
Get a skill set.
Every team has role players. Every team.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame it on your parents, but man, like, if you don't have nothing good to say,
don't say it at all.
See you, don't see.
And keep my name out your mouth.
For sure. So, I mean, with that being said, we want to thank everybody, you know, who tunes in week after week. We want to thank Urban Hype Radio. You know, anybody who supports the thing. I mean, hit us up, man. Give us that love each and every week. We here.
Yeah.
Peace.
We out.